Hello everyone. Today's lecture is on about types of blood cells. I am your presenter, Dr. Mausmi Shankaradala, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Biochemistry, St. Joseph's College for Women Autonomous. This lecture is a part of the certificate course run by Department of Biochemistry, St. Joseph's College for Women Autonomous, Visakhapatnam. And the certificate course name is General Physiology. It has a duration of 8 weeks and it is for graduate students right from degree first year to final year. The contents include introduction of the topic, followed by elements, hematopoiesis, RBC functions, WBC types, functions, platelets, and conclusions. What is blood? As we all know, that is a fluid tissue present in blood vessels. It maintains the homeostasis. Blood is very important for carrying oxygen, nutrients, and hormones. Blood is also involved in the removal of waste products like carbon dioxide, which is nothing but toxic to our body. As we have mentioned, formed elements. What exactly are formed elements? The formed elements include RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. These are produced in red bone marrow. Each has a unique structure and function. These formed elements like RBC, WBC and platelets are very useful for maintaining the physiological balance, which is also called as homeostatic condition. Hematopoiesis. What exactly is hematopoiesis? The process of formation of red blood cells is called as hematopoiesis. Again, I repeat, the formation of the blood cells in your body is called as hematopoiesis. This occurs mainly in the red bone marrow. It is a continuous process throughout your life because, for example, the lifespan of RBC is 120 days. So definitely 120 days means an RBC which was born today, it has to be cleaned off from the body on the 120th day. So definitely there will be a lacuna. So to cover up this, continuous procedure is mandatory right from the birth to death. And this hematopoiesis is definitely regulated by the growth factors. It depends upon the age. The main components, that is the red blood cells, these are also called as erythrocytes. I repeat, red blood cells are also called as erythrocytes. These are the most abundant blood cells present in the body. Approximately 5.2 million cells are present per microliter. Red blood cells are very important for the transport of gases. So what gases we usually talk in the body? Yes, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen we inhale from our atmosphere into the body. After inhaling, it is carried by the red blood cells, that is the hemoglobin present in the red blood cells. It becomes oxyhemoglobin. It carries that to the lungs. There, the lungs exchange the oxygen to the carbon dioxide, as already the blood carries the carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lungs. The exchange occurs, the oxygen goes to the tissues and carbon dioxide is exhaled out from the lungs. What is the structure of RBC? They are usually biconcave. Bi means two sides, two. Concave, we have the concave like disc shaped structure on either sides. And there is also a functionality for this. Because of this biconcave, there is an increased surface area. So RBC doesn't have any nucleus or organelles. They only and only contain the hemoglobin, which is a red pigment. What is the main function of RBC? They transport the oxygen from the lungs. They carry carbon dioxide back to the lungs. They support cellular respiration. Apart from this, they maintain the acid-base balance in the body. Definitely students, if there is no regulation of this acid-base balance, definitely either extreme acidic conditions or extreme basic conditions will lead and prepare a fatal condition for the person. Followed by the red blood cells, we have white blood cells. These are called as leukocytes. I repeat, the white blood cells are also called as leukocytes and they play a very key role in the immune defense system. These protect against the pathogens. As we keep on discussing right from our school days, the white blood cells acts as the first line of defense. That is, any pathogen that enters your body first has to be faced by the white blood cells. Their count includes approximately 5,000 to 10,000 cells per microliter. Characteristics, they do contain nucleus, and in fact they are larger than RBCs, and they can leave the bloodstream and enter the other organs. Why? Because their main motto is to protect the body. So they cannot keep on sitting only in the blood or move along with the blood and leave the organs where their defense mechanism is required. So definitely they will leave the blood and they'll quickly, very quickly move to the infection sites. Types of white blood cells. We have majorly the white blood cells are divided into granulocytes and agranulocytes. How they are classified means based on the granules present. Each type has a specific function that is important in immunity. The granulocyte contains visible cytoplasmic granules, that is, they include neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils. So these granulocytes is nothing but they contain in their cell clear cytoplasmic granules. So these granules and the cells which fall under this granulocytes classification are neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. And they act mainly in innate immunity. Innate immunity, you might have a basic like knowledge. There are immunity is nothing but protection from the pathogens. This immunity is usually your self-immunity that is inbuilt. It is of two types, innate and adaptive. Innate means naturally that occurs either from your mother or you develop by yourself, that comes under your innate immunity. Adaptive immunity means that we get out through your artificial vaccination and all. And they respond very quickly to infections. Remember this, students, the white blood cells are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes include neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. These are the ones which very quickly come and act near your infection site. Neutrophils, these are the most abundant white blood cells and these are highly phagocytic. Phagocyte means cell eating. They engulf the pathogens, that is nothing but your virus or bacteria or whatever it is affecting. They can phagocytis, that means they can engulf, they destroy the bacteria. Just imagine bacteria, living organism entering into the body. These cells, these tiny cells, they happily they engulf the bacteria, they destroy the bacteria. How you know a particular cell is neutrophil? It has multi-lobed nucleus. I repeat again, the neutrophils have multi-lobed nucleus. Eosinophils, these have bilobed. As we have seen, neutrophils have multilobed nucleus. Eosinophils have bilobed nucleus. So these are red-orange granules and these fight the parasitic infections actually. So that is the reason whenever you are not feeling well, when the doctor prescribes blood test for you to be done, in the report if it is written as ESR rate high, like eosinophil sedimentation rate, erythrocyte sedimentation rate, ESR means, in that they have seen this eosinophils composition also along with your red blood cell sedimentation, erythrocyte sedimentation rate. These eosinophils also some count will be taken. If the eosinophils are high, definitely it is an indication that you have your body have fought with some infection or you had some allergens entered in your body and your body have fought it back. So that is a major thing. They fight the parasitic infections along with the participation in allergies also. Basophils, these are the least common WBCs, that is white blood cells, and they contain very dark granules. The neutrophils, eosinophils, now basophils, they contain dark granules and they release histamine. Okay, they release histamine. This histamine is very, very important in the process of inflammation. That is, whenever you get any wound or you get any, usually it happens with wound, then inflammation, there you will see the red color, redness of the skin in and around the wound. That is nothing but the body is protecting from the allowance of any foreign organism. This is all about granulocytes like neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. What are agranulocytes? Nothing. Simple as the definition. No visible granules are present. These include lymphocytes and monocytes. And these lymphocytes and monocytes are very important for the adaptive immunity. Comparatively, these have a longer lifespan than that of the granulocytes. Under the granulocytes, we are having lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes are nothing but the T cells which attack the infected cells, and the B cells that produce the antibodies. I repeat, the T cells attack the infected cells and the B cells protect the antibodies. There is one more cells called as natural killer cells. These natural killer cells destroy the abnormal cells that are obtained inside the body, that are found inside your body. So these are very, very crucial for the immunity. Monocytes, these are the largest white blood cells of all, and these contain horseshoe-shaped nucleus. Uh, Usually they become macrophages for engulfing the infected. Before also we have seen some cells will engulf, means they show phagocytosis. Same here also they become macrophages, nothing but they show phagocytosis. That is the cells will be killed by engulfing. And the last one is platelets. As we all pretty well know, these are also called as thrombocytes. These are small cell fragments actually. And they're derived from megakaryocytes. The cells which are having the mega nucleus, from there they're slowly evolved. They're developed. And also these also doesn't have any specific nucleus. And coming to the summary, today we have seen what is a red blood cell, also called as erythrocytes, and what are the functions like carrying nutrients, hormones, waste products, and all. Followed by WBC functions. The white blood cells are divided into granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes means where the clear granules are seen, and agranulocytes examples are lymphocytes and monocytes. Granulocytes examples are neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. And platelets definitely help in the blood clotting, which is helpful for the hemostasis. That means no loss of the blood, and they also form a platelet plug at the injury site, and the clotting factors are released. So RBC is mainly used for transport, whereas WBC is used for defense and platelets for clotting. Quick sum up, dear students. These are the international and national books that we have kept here for reference, for your kind reference. Quick sum up: Guyton and Hall textbook of medical physiology, written by Guyton. Essentials of medical physiology, written by K.C. Embellingam. Human anatomy and physiology, written by Elaine K. Marie. Review of medical physiology by Kim and Barrett. Textbook of medical biochemistry and physiology by our very own authors Chatterjee and Rana Shinde. Thank you.